Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. Over the last week or so, I've covered two articles from two different sources talking about basically the new D&D 2024 pre-orders that have gone up. And the initial site that I looked at, which is up on the screen now, is PC Gamer. And PC Gamer's coverage, to my eyes, maybe to yours, maybe not, was honest. Oh, for goodness sake, D&D has early access periods and pre-order bonuses now, like a 3D model of a dragon for a virtual tabletop that doesn't exist yet. The worst habits of video game storefronts are making their way to pen and paper. 2024 rules overhaul stuck awkwardly between not a new edition and design update. Okay, and that's a real observation. And the video game DLC chart that they talk about here. And this sucks. We can all agree this sucks, right? As a baseline, ground level shared assumption. I cannot imagine any tabletop RPG enthusiast staring at this thing and going, gee willikers, I am sure looking forward to unlocking my 2 weeks early access to my D&D Beyond Master Tier subscription, complete with 34 digital frames for all my characters. Oh, and also you get a 3D model of a Go Dragon for D&D's officially licensed virtual tabletop, which fills me with dread and knowledge that chances are it'll be just as much a big budget misunderstanding as I thought it would be. That's PC Gamer. We're gonna, by the way, after I look at these articles, I'm gonna go back and look at the authors, and I think you'll find something interesting. So, Game Rant, Dungeons and Dragons 2024 Player's Handbook comes with awesome pre-order bonus. And they talk about how it comes with a great set of extras for anyone who pre-orders the digital edition. Oh. And by the way, they don't mention that it's digital pre-order bonuses in the title of the article. This year's version of the Dungeons and Dragons 5e guidebook. Now, this is going to tell you, and again, we're going to look at the author's own bios that they have listed. You're going to see why this person has no clue about tabletop RPGs. If you're going to have somebody talk about table RPGs and, I don't know, gaslight you, at least let them know what they're talking about. So, 5th edition has been around since 2014, but Wizards of the Coast is set to make some big changes. Well, are they big changes or are they not big changes? Because I can look at another article from Game Rant where it talks about the 2024 version of D&D isn't set to be a whole new edition, but rather a minor update. That's what we got over here. Minor update to 2014's. So, even the same website, the same news site, isn't even sure what they're talking about. But, again, the release, big changes to D&D in 2024, the release of a 384-page guidebook that's coming from the perception, the vision of somebody who only experiences RPGs through computers. For D&D Beyond Store's description, where the handbook is available for sales, players who pre-order the digital edition will receive a handful of extras, including 10 frames and 5 backdrops for no additional fee. Now, we already had PC Gamer telling us that no tabletop gamer is going to be excited about that. Here, Game Rant's excited about that. Oh, and it's so much excited that they will even bold the 12 digital dice sets themed after the 12 remaining official classes in the game. But I don't think they mentioned that you have to be a paid subscriber to get these bonuses. So, I'm going to go back to the original article. This is the one, again, PC Gamer. And PC Gamer does I think, an honest job in their opinion. So, who is Harvey Randall? Harvey Randall. Harvey's history with games started when he first begged his parents for a World of Warcraft subscription at the age of 12. Okay. He's written for Tech Radar, The Escapist, Dicebreaker, The Gamer, Into the Spawn, and PC Gamer. He'll sink his teeth into anything that looks interesting. There's a soft spot for RPGs, soul-likes, roguelikes, deck builders, MMOs, and weird indie titles. He also plays a shelf load of TTRPGs in his offline time. Okay, I find that makes sense. That's an article written by somebody who understands both computer RPGs, MMOs, actually all three things, and tabletop RPGs. Matthew Schomer, the one carrying water, shall we say. Matthew Schomer, journalist. Matthew is a journalist in the news department of Game Rant with a degree in news journalism from Kent State University and 9 years professional experience in journalism. Okay. Well, he's been an avid gamer since 1985. He's worked for multiple rural newspapers. He talks about grinding away at his favorite RPGs. You don't grind away at tabletop RPGs. So let's go a little bit deeper. Industry focus. I write all manner of news articles pertaining to video games and their crossovers into the realms of television and movies. In the past, I've also made video versions of top read, guess what? Guides, as well as list and games review videos. When I'm not writing, you can usually find me behind my computer monitor, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, deeply invested in a lore-heavy RPG or wrestling game. Big fan of RPGs, old and new. Suikoden 3, Baldur's Gate 3, Fallout 2, Fallout Vegas, Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. Old school pre-Madden exclusive football. And of course, a favorite console. So, yeah, Matthew isn't a tabletop gamer, which actually is something that we saw in his article. But hey, listen, a player's handbook, that must be a guidebook, right? Must be. It's got to be. Folks, I hate to say this, all right? But when a company, a news source, is so desperate to get an article out that they don't even get a legitimate gamer to write it. They just want to get something out, something in front of your face, because I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because they're hoping to get further access? If they're hoping to get clicks? Are they getting paid? I don't know. I do know that years ago, and thankfully this was corrected, and I haven't seen this happen again. I saw an article on EN World that read almost like an advertisement. It was all rah rah rah. It wasn't. You can tell legit reviews because they pull out the good and the bad, even for stuff they like. But this one wasn't like that. This one was rah rah rah. And I reached out to the publisher. I happen to know a fairly sizable publisher, and they were like, "No, we paid for advertising." I go, "You didn't get advertising. You got an article claiming to be an article, but it's really advertising." And they were a little bit upset because legitimate companies, legitimate news sites, at this point, I think N-World can be considered a legitimate news site of sorts, don't want to get caught up in these games. There's a reason why I don't do sponsorships. And if I did do sponsorships, it would be to support North Texas RPG Con or the Gamer Assistance Program over at Page, Philadelphia Area Game Expo. And why is that? Because I am not going to take compensation to give my opinions. That is not what I am here for. The compensation is going to a third party. I'm not touching it. I still give you my valid opinions. But I am not going to get paid off. All right? It just doesn't happen. And there's a number of sites on YouTube that are honest. And there are a number of sites that are less than honest. And it's up to you as the viewer to decide. You don't have to agree with my opinion. Honestly, if you do, God bless you. But my opinion is not the be all and end all. Okay? It's just an opinion. I make observations. They are informed. Doesn't mean you have to be on board. That's fine. But I am not going to blow smoke up your ass. And I swear to God, Game Rant, that's a lot of smoke. All right, folks. Tomorrow night, there will be, you guessed it, a live stream, 8 p.m. This very channel. We do live streams Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night. This is your channel. Okay? It's here for you. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you all later. God bless. Be good.